Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. It's a fine morning here, and I'm going to bring you updates on the football tournament that the Normalization Committee is going to start on the 26th of January. I'm going to bring you the format, how it's going to be, so you understand how the games will be played. Welcome back to Sahara Football. As usual, if you're new to the channel, I advise you to subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell to get more updates on the channel. So let me just get right into it. We all know Ghana football has been at a standstill. We haven't had any local football for close to 7+ months now. Yeah, it was on June 6th and that's released that expose on Ghana football, and it brought our football to shambles. It was broken down to pieces, and we had to now find a way to bring it back up on its feet. And finally we have something of a semblance of an authentic competition that will take place on January 26th. It will start on the January 26th, and it's an interesting game. If it's organized well, fairly and correctly, you guys will really enjoy this. Yes, I can assure you of that. I'm going to walk you through the format of the competition, then we'll see how the cash prizes, we'll be looking at the cash prizes, the sources of funding, the sponsorship, the companies that are sponsoring it, if there are any. Then we'll look at some other stories. So let me just get right into it. Now, the Ghana Premier League teams, as we all know, there are 16 Ghana Premier League teams. There will be 16 teams and 48 Division 1 clubs. Now, the 16 teams and 48 Division 1 clubs will come together and they will be paired. It will be paired for the first round of matches, and that means 64 teams. The first round of matches, all matches will be a two-legged tie. So the first round of matches, after the pairing, which will be done later this month, we'll have winners and losers, obviously. So the winners will be in Tier 1 and the losers will be placed in Tier 2. Now, Tier 1 composed of 32 teams. Tier 1 people composed of 32 teams. Those 32 teams will be placed in a groups of 8, four in each group, so that will be 32. Then they will now play in a group stage competition, home and away group stages. Each of them will play. Same will apply to Tier 2, who also play home and away after being put in groups. That's group stages, 4 in a group each. Now, right after the group stages, the winners will move to the round of 16. Round of 16 in Tier 1, Tier 2 to be round of 16. The first 2 from each group will qualify to the round of 16. This is almost like the Champions League format, actually. So it's round of 16 from Tier 1, round of 16 for Tier 2. Then they also play with each other. Then quarter-final stages for Tier 1 and Tier 2. Each the semi-final. Then finally we have the final. Now it will be a two-legged tie during all rounds of the competition, except for the final. In the group stages, they'll play both home and away. That means 6 games for each person in the group. Round of 16, home and away. Quarter-final, home and away. And semi-final, home and away. Only the final, that there will be only one game played to decide the winner. So now to the prizes, the cash prizes. I hope that format didn't confuse you. Let me just go by it again. First, there are 64 teams. Now, 64 teams will play against each other, will head against each other and play. Obviously, there will be winners and losers. The winners from the 64 team, round of 64, let me just put it that way. Winners will be placed in Tier 1, losers will be placed in Tier 2. Now, the losers will compose of 32 teams actually. So 32 teams in each group. Since the 64 had winners and losers, there will be 32 equally placed teams in the Tier 1 and Tier 2. Tier 1, remember, contains winners. Tier 2 contains losers. Now, Tier 1 will be 32 teams. They will be placed in groups of 8, 4 in each group. Now, they'll be playing their league separately. And Tier 2 will also have that same division, 8 groups, 4 in each group. Now, Tier 1 will have the first 2 from each group qualify to the round of 16. Tier 2, the same. Now, after the round of 16, we have the quarterfinal stage. All these matches will be home and away. I hope you guys get it. Home and away. Same thing that happens in Tier 1 will happen in Tier 2 until we get to the final. Now to the cash prizes that will be given to the teams. Now, 20,000 Ghana cedis participating fee will be given to the clubs for the group stages. So each club, no matter tier 1 and tier 2, those will be separated for the group stages, will get a cash prize of 20,000 Ghana cedis. Now tier 1 and tier 2 will be given to clubs 4,000 Ghana cedis. Will be given to clubs that qualify for the round of 16. Both for tier 1 and tier 2, they'll receive the same amount of 4,000 Ghana cedis for qualifying to the round of 16 from the group stages. Now quarterfinals, the teams that will reach the quarterfinal will be given 5,000 Ghana cedis to those in tier 1 and 4,000 Ghana cedis to those in tier 2. Remember that tier 1, those who reach quarterfinals will take 5,000 Ghana cedis, and those who reach quarterfinal in tier 2 will get 4,000 Ghana cedis. Now for the semi-finalists, they will get 100,000 Ghana cedis. Those in tier 1, they will get 100,000 Ghana cedis, and 50,000 Ghana cedis will go to those in tier 2, those who get to the semi-finals. Now for the finals, tier 1 winners will take 100,000 Ghana cedis for the club, and then an extra 100,000 Ghana cedis for the teams, the players themselves. Remember, finalists 100,000, winners, tier 1 winners will take 100,000 Ghana cedis for the club and 100,000 Ghana cedis for the players exclusively. I think this is a great move. Runners up will take 50,000 Ghana cedis. The first and second, those who get to the final for tier 1, I'm talking about tier 1 now. Runners up will take 50,000 Ghana cedis for the club exclusively and 50,000 cedis for the players exclusively. So that's for the tier 1 winners, those who get to the final. They will get 100,000 Ghana cedis, and those who will be runners up in that game will get 50,000 Ghana cedis. Now for tier 2, the winners will get 75,000 Ghana cedis, those who win the tournament in tier 2 for the club, and an extra 75,000 Ghana cedis for only the players. So the players will get 75,000, the club also gets 75,000. I think this is great. And the runner-up will get 40,000 Ghana cedis for the club, and then 40,000 Ghana cedis for the players. The winner ultimately of tier 1 will represent Ghana at the CAF Champions League, and the winner from tier 2 will represent Ghana in the CAF Confederations Cup. I hope you guys got the format. If you didn't get it, just go back and listen again. I think it's pretty clear here. This is like the Champions League format, where they have a playoff, then we have 32 teams put in each group, except that this time it is in tier 1 and tier 2 format. The same thing that happens in tier 1, same thing will happen in tier 2. 32, 8 groups, 4 each in a group, 2 qualify for round of 16, then quarterfinal, semi-final, then final, and the winner from tier 1 will represent Ghana at the CAF Champions League, and the winner from tier 2 will represent Ghana at the CAF Confederations Cup. I think this is a great tournament. It will help the local footballers in Ghana here. It's really great. I think this is a great initiative. The format is also good. No one loses, and really, you tend to gain, except if you fall off, because that 20,000 participating fees is quite a hefty sum. It's quite okay for the clubs. I think we appreciate this from the Normalization Committee. It's long overdue. We've missed the local football, and we hope this one is done effectively. No things here and there. So I was wondering where the sources of funding was coming from, because these amounts I'm mentioning are not going to come out of thin air. We all know what happened, what caused us to have that collapse with our football. The funding sources were not made clear. We didn't know where the money was coming from. We didn't know who was taking money. We didn't know the sponsorship deals, details of the sponsorship deals, who was sponsoring, how much they were bringing. There were so many things we didn't know. So I went online, did a little digging. Someone was asking that question online, fortunately, and an answer was given. So they said they asked the Normalization Committee president how they are funding this. This is what he said. He said he didn't make it clear on the matter when he was asked. He said they got the money from some institutions and government. He did not mention the figure and the entire package. This is interesting, guys. I don't know what you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box. He didn't reveal, but who would organize such a tournament, provide such funding, and not want their names to be known? I know I would want my name to be known, and that I'm supporting this cause. I know it's nothing wrong if your name is known for supporting this brilliant, in my opinion, brilliant cause. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. That's what the Normalization Committee Chairman, President Dr. Kofi Annan said. He said government, some institutions and government, he didn't make clear the entire package and the figure involved. That's what he said. I hope they probe further and find out more. I'll let you guys know anytime I find out anything new. Now, Friday will be the official launch date for the special competition. Friday, the official launch date, the media will be invited and the games will be launched officially. So that's the latest step. And we hope that this competition could also be organized, that's my opinion, for the juvenile leagues and for the women's football. They are also part of the football, yes, they are also part of the football, and we think involving them in these activities would go a long way to help them. So that's my little thought there. Let me know your thoughts about the competition. If you are confused about the format, drop your comments in the comments box. I have answered all your questions. So that has been it for today, guys. I've been bringing you updates on the Normalization Committee special competition for Ghana league clubs to keep them busy until the league starts proper late this year, and we want to sync it with the foreign leagues. I think that's why we are doing this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.